Good evening, I'm Jeff Koinange, and this is Jeff Koinange live at the Villa Rosa Kempinski. And if it's Thursday, you know it's all about inspiration. Now, tonight's show, for all of you who feel sorry for yourselves, who wake up in the morning feeling that you can't go on, who feel that the world has turned its back on you, this is a show for you, especially if you're in your 20s. Wait till you see my guest. I first met her probably about 5-6 years ago. She was a raw 18-year-old, and she had just passed with flying colors in her KCSE and was heading to America. How? Well, that's the story. She is an orphan. Both her parents died the year she turned 15. Terrible time for her. But you know what? She didn't give up. And she has 3 siblings who are younger than her. As I said, she didn't give up. She got a Palm House Foundation scholarship to study at Limuru Girls School because of top marks. After Limuru Girls, she got a Zawadi Africa scholarship. That's the one that's run by Susan Mboya Kidero. And she went to study at Meredith College in North Carolina. She did fantastically well there. Got a job at Credit Suisse, yes, right, a bank in Wall Street. Did that for about 3-4 years. And now she's decided she wants to go on with her education. She applied, got a scholarship. Make that a scholarship to Duke University. And those of you who know Duke, you know it's up there with the best of the best. That's where she's going. This young lady grew up in Mombasa. Poorest of the poor, has made it at her age. Folks, you need to sit back. If you want to be inspired tonight, this is what Inspiration Thursday is all about. Because Maria Githua, whose Twitter handle is Dainty Kenyan for some reason, Dainty Kenyan. Mine is at Koinange Jeff. The hashtag we're using tonight, best and brightest. So if you know someone who has a friend who's in their 20s, this is a show for you. Sit back. Maria.
Hi, Jeff.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Look at you, all grown up now.
Yes.
How old are you now?
28.
28?
I'm 28
Oh
now.
my.
Just turned 28.
Do you have a boyfriend?
I don't.
Okay. I just want to put that out there. Just put...
So hopefully one is watching right now.
Look at you. You know, the first time we met, remember?
Yes.
You were, like I said, you were a raw 18, 19-year-old.
I was.
Straight out of the bush, if you will. Mm-hmm. Not Limuru Girls bush, but, you know, the bush. And look at you now. I mean, you've done wonders.
Yes.
Go on, let's talk about that journey. So, you're 15 years old.
I was 15.
First, your dad died.
So first of all, my dad died in June. So I was 15 with a sick mother and 3
sick meaning HIV/AIDS.
HIV and AIDS, yes. And so she, on top of HIV and AIDS, she was suffering from depression because she has 3 children who she now is faced with the burden of taking care of while she's sick. So as the firstborn, obviously the burden fell on me. So I used to wake up in the morning, get my siblings ready, open up shop at 4 a.m. So I'm selling the shop, and so I have to be in class at 6:30. I was at Msufini Academy.
Where is that?
In Mombasa.
Okay.
So actually when our dad died, Msufini Academy gave us a scholarship to continue, finish my class 8, and then my siblings to finish the primary school education. So go to school, finish school, come back home, open up shop again until midnight. And
after school?
After school.
With homework? With
homework. So literally every day I'd be sleeping slumped on the floor because I'm so tired after closing shop at midnight. So I'm doing my homework until 3. I'm a class 8 student. So the uniform that I have is the same one I have to go to school with tomorrow. So I have to wash it. And then in the morning iron it. And then when I was sitting for my mock exams is when my mother passed away. So actually she had passed away like tonight. And the next day was when mocks was starting.
No.
So I went to school. So I'd start my exams, didn't tell anybody, went back home, did the morning matanga, and then the next day went back to school. And I remember it was after GHC paper, I just broke down and cried because I couldn't. And everybody was like, "What's happening?" And I told them the whole story, and they were really shocked.
How'd you do?
I did really, really well. So I actually scored 464 out of 500.
What?
In my mocks, yes.
464.
464. And then shortly after, obviously, it's KCPE. So I sat for my KCPE, and so this was when after we've done the funeral, we're going back home. So with my grandparents, they're taking us to Shags now, to Githungori with them. And we had taken the night bus. So we reach in the morning, and we buy a newspaper at the bus stand in Nairobi. And so I'm really quickly looking through the newspaper to find who the graduates were and what the scores were. And I see my name in cost. So I was one of the top students in cost.
What'd you get in the overall?
451 marks out of 500. So I definitely knew I'm headed to a national school, which is great. But the thing is,
you can't afford it.
You can't afford.
There's
I couldn't afford it. There's no money.
Your folks have died.
Yeah. So we're total orphans. My folks have died, and just a little bit, just with the whole justice system is very unjust. Our money, our estates was taken away from us. So that's another story for another day. So so now I've passed. I don't have money. So January rolls by, I got a letter for admission to Limuru Girls. And I was really, really happy, but the thing is I didn't have fees again. So there is no mountain I didn't climb or no place I didn't walk to go find school fees. So luckily,
and what would happen if you knocked on doors? What would people say? Yes, no, maybe?
So a lot of people would say, no, it's too expensive. Limuru Girls is too expensive. Or yes, if you chose to go to a like a district school or a day school, and I wasn't willing to with the marks that I'd gotten. Or yes, try CDF, or yes, try so and so who we know he's rich. So some people would be, yeah, sure, we'll help you, but obviously you had to like work as a house help or a maid.
Yeah.
So all those were options I was toying around with, but luckily I saw a newspaper advertisement for scholarships through Palmer's Foundation that were being given by Palmer's Days, which were in Githungori, which is where my grandparents were. And I went and I applied for the scholarship. And I remember vividly that year they were only choosing 10 students to support for the full 4 years. And there were hundreds of students. So I was kind of hopeful, but the thing is also you're faced with a high number of applicants and the scarce resource of just 10 applicants being selected. So it's a rigorous interview process where you get interviewed, you write an essay, they look at your background, you had to go to your religious leader to get recommendation letters from the primary school. I did all that.
And in the end?
In the end, I did get the scholarship.
Full scholarship?
Full scholarship.
To Limuru Girls?
To Limuru Girls.
Thanks to Palm House.
Thanks to
What's
Palm
the guy's
House.
name, Eric?
Eric Kimani.
Kimani, yeah, that's right. I hope he's watching. Because he's done a great job.
He's done a
great job.
Really,
so you go to Limuru Girls, you do your 4 years, KCSE, what'd you score?
An A.
Straight A? Straight A. Not even A minus?
No.
Straight A,
yeah. Straight
and
A.
then Zawadi, Susan Boyer,
yes,
and her gang, they obviously they find out you're a brilliant student. And so, did you apply for that scholarship?
I did. So Isaac Wanda actually sat on the board of Palmer's. So when I graduated from Limuru Girls with an A, he said, hey, this is a great organization that's called Zawadi Africa that sponsors students to go to study abroad who've done exceptionally well and they have leadership capabilities. So I said, that's a great program for me because I wasn't just happy. So I got actually admitted to UON. You were? Yes. But did you have the fees for it? No, I didn't. You didn't, yeah. No, so that's another thing. Yeah. So it was either go to UON and again set the whole process of getting school fees or apply to Zawadi Africa and get a full scholarship. And you got that? Yes. Full scholarship? Full scholarship. North Carolina? North Carolina. So this is an orphan from Mombasa
gets on a plane for the very first time, heads to America. What was that like?
It was so many experiences all wrapped into one. My first time flying on an airplane, my first time leaving Kenya to go to obviously a big country, US, and to interact with people from different, I was really used to my small town, Githua village.
Yeah.
So I reached to Raleigh, North Carolina, and obviously now you're going to school with some of the best and brightest. So it was really, really challenging.
Was it tough?
It was tough.
Yeah, I can imagine. And you had an accent, you didn't wang like now. I mean,
yeah. So obviously
you spoke funny.
Yes, I did speak funny. My English so wasn't as polished and was different, obviously, with my accent.
Yeah. Well, I mean, did you have mixed feelings in your mind? Were you thinking, you know what, maybe I shouldn't be, I want to go back home? Were you thinking that?
I did.
Yeah.
Because the mere fact that I've left home, I've left my siblings. So there's that, am I better off just being with them and seeing them every day? Or am I better off being in far land, far away? Making a good future, hopefully not just for myself.
But where are you going to go? You go back home, you don't have any parents, your kids, your siblings are so poor they can't go to school. What are you going to do? It's a tough call.
It's a tough call.
It's a tough call.
Yeah.
I want to talk about that after the break, Maria, because what you have done. By the way, what was your GPA? What was your grade point average?
At Meredith.
At Meredith.
3.3.
3.3?
Yes.
Oh. I had a 4.0, but I'm just, I don't say, I just whisper.
What did you study?
What did I study?
Yeah.
What do you mean, what did I study? What did you study?
Mathematics, economics, and finance.
Who?
Mathematics. So 3.3 in math, comparable.
No, there was no mathematics in my
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Mathematics and what?
Mathematics, economics, and finance.
3.3?
Yes.
My goodness. Somebody say, oh my.
Oh my. Oh my.
Look at this young, smart, brilliant mind. This is what we mean when we talk about the future of Kenya. Maria Githua refused to give up, overcoming insurmountable odds. And I tell you, it's great to catch up with a young lady like this and know that the future is bright. Someone once told me, listen to this, someone once told me, the future is so bright, it blinds my eyes. That's you. It blinds my eyes. Keep tweeting at Dainty Kenyan, at Koinange Jeff. The hashtag we're using tonight, please use this one, best and brightest. That's right, because that's exactly what Maria Githua is. Her journey to excellence has been unbelievable. And if you're feeling down and out tonight, if you're feeling you can't go on, watch this show. Tell a friend who knows a friend who's feeling down and out to watch JKL tonight. Maria Githua is going to inspire you all at the age of 28. In the meantime, Jeff Koinange live at the Villa Rosa Kempinski takes a quick break. We'll be back in a moment.